Hello, this is a review on my Buzz Lightyear Rocket Rescue figure. First, I'll show off the box it came in, which is this cool 30th anniversary box. You see Jessie and Woody on the front. It made more sense for it to be Buzz. On the side, you see some of the Toy Story 4 characters. But it makes sense for the characters from the first movie to appear on the side, since this is based off that Buzz scene from the first movie. Then, nice picture of Buzz with the rocket on his back. A step-by-step picture right there. More Toy Story 4 characters. And Toy Story 2. Look at the bullseye. I think that really matters. Here's the top. You have a good logo of the Toy Story. Then the bottom. Now onto the toy itself. First, before we put the rocket on, we're gonna compare this Buzz to the Karate Chop Action Buzz, which is something very interesting that I don't think a lot of people know, is that the green here is darker compared to the green on this one, which is more light. To me, the green here is more accurate to Buzz's colors than it is here. And these buttons are not pushable, but these ones are, which we'll push them later. This button pushes for some phrases, but also activates the rocket. This one just activates his phrases. And this is Buzz's arm can only be motioned like that because it's for the Karate Chop action. This one you can nicely pose and bring it completely down to the side, unlike this one, which has the little part right there for it to move. There's somewhat of difference on the faces, I believe. There's a difference on the purple. The purple here is lighter, but the one over here is darker. However, this Rocket Buzz is missing some details. If you look on the hand, you see that this one is square on the hand, this one doesn't. One of the only noticeable differences. So now let's take him out. We'll be comparing him to the Woody, which I don't have the newer one with Andy, I only have the older one. But first, if you're going to put on, well, first let's do some articulation. Arm can go around 360 and go completely to its side, which is nice. The hands are both flat hands. No wrist communicator. Here's the back. This activates the rocket like flames. Legs, a lot of posability. A lot of posability with this figure, which is nice. So it's like a little miniature Buzz Lightyear without the wings. Unlike the other one, you can actually push the buttons here. So now we're gonna push these buttons. We'll push this one when we put the rocket on.
Yeah. Let's fly. Whoa, 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 oh yeah! Lift off. Rocket boosters engaged. Buzz Lightyear reporting for duty. Get ready to blast off. Greetings, I am Buzz Lightyear. I am coming in fast. Full speed ahead. Hyperdrive engaged. Engines are hot. Let's blast off. Hyperdrive engine, ignite. Launch into light speed. Now, light speed, go.
Okay, now we're gonna put the rocket on. That's not all the phrases, but that's some of them. I recommend putting his arms like this, so it's easier to put on, because if you don't, you're gonna have somewhat of a harder time on this side. This is the part that actually clamps on. You align the back, push in, and then these lock into right there. And by putting the arms like that, you avoid them getting caught. And there it is, on. Now you press this button.
Go infinity and beyond.
It says many phrases, but one of these phrases are really unique and cool from the first movie.
Hyperdrive engaged. Thrusters to full power. Full speed ahead. Buzz Lightyear reporting for duty. Whoa, 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 oh yeah! Go infinity and beyond. Light speed, go. Let's fly. This isn't flying, this is falling with style.
That's just a cool phrase to put in. And now then, we're gonna sit him down like this, because he seems to want to slide down. And here is Woody. And we're gonna set him back up again. So some of you, I don't know if all or at least some of you are probably wondering, can he hold Woody while with the rocket on his back? Well, the answer is no. His arms can get in the position to hold Woody like up against his chest. However, his arms don't stay locked in, but they can get him right there. About right there, but that's really about it. But you have to keep your hands on it, otherwise Woody will slide out. So yeah, would have been a cool thing if the hands were tight enough where you could like find some way to get his hands to hold Woody like that. But it's not really designed for that. And comparison height with Woody. Yeah, so bye Woody. This toy is a really cool toy overall, and if you're doing a reenactment, this is a good alternative buzz to use in case you want it to look more accurate to the scene you're trying to make. To unclamp it, you use arms like that. You do it to the other one. Pull off. And there. Here's the rocket up close. It's very well detailed. Big one is covered up, but would have been a nice detail, which I'm not sure if they could do, but what would have been nice is if there was a little paper, they put the little yellow sticker there that said, "Keep out of reach of children." But still, pretty cool overall. There's the rocket in back, and there's like a little button right here you can see. If you press it, whoosh, it comes out. Anyways, I hope you enjoy this review. Remember to like, subscribe, and comment. And stay tuned for more Toy Story videos. Thank you for watching and have a great day.